Hey, what's going on, everybody? Trevor Shields, 21 years old, Grand Valley State University, and I really want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, guys. 50% of the battle of becoming a part of this opportunity and being, in this culture is coming here with an open mind and really hearing what we have to offer, because this is not one of those things that you hear about and kind of let it blow over and really not look into, because this is huge, man. There's a lot of kids that are just like you, that are no better than you, all around the country, all around the world, that are making this thing happen, right? And it all started with an opportunity event just like this. So, guys, I want to help you understand the kind of person that I was when I first started this business, the change that I got, and now, for the past year being a part of the business, how much I've learned and what I've been able to do for myself and for a lot of other people. So, when I first started the business, man, I was 20 years old. It was last February, about a year ago, and I was going to Grand Valley State playing hockey there. And to be honest with you, man, my mindset was play hockey, party, smoke weed, enjoy myself, and kind of skid through college with minimal effort, and get out of there with a degree and find something else to do, man. And that mindset didn't come because I thought that was the right thing to do. It was the mindset of everybody around me. All right, the kids on my hockey team, the people I was hanging out with, that's what they did. That's what they wanted to do, right? So obviously, naturally, that's what I wanted to do too. That's what I thought college was about. But it took this opportunity to kind of punch me in the face and help me realize that, what, man, you got to do something different. So basically, when I was introduced to this opportunity, my roommate Blaine came down to my room a year ago and he was like, dude, you need to check this thing out. You seriously need to look into this because I know you, and more importantly, I know your friends, and your friends, and all these people, man, and we're going to do something different, right? Because that's the only way that any of us are going to get something different. We understood that, student loans were $1 trillion. We understood that there's a flip of a coin chance to get a job, but we weren't doing anything about it, right? We were still doing the same things that all those 53.6% of people were doing. We weren't changing our actions, therefore we weren't going to change our results. So when I heard about this first, man, it was a good exposure, right? But I was super skeptical. And what I did, man, is I thought of all the reasons why I could not make this business work, right? I was, there thinking, he did it and he made it work, but I don't know if I could do it for myself, right? When I should have been thinking about all the reasons why I could make this business work. So when I first got exposed to it, dude, I did my research, and it took an opportunity call with Luke Hessler to help me understand where this business was going and where I could personally take this, because he sat down for a while with me and helped me understand the longevity of this business, where this business was going, the people in the business, and how many people that were just like me that had made this thing happen. And I looked at him, and when he told me his story about he got involved with his friend Evan, and he was just a frat star at the time with no direction, it was crazy because I could relate to that. I understand that this kid 1.5 years ago had the same mindset as me. Didn't really have a direction, didn't really have that platform to dream off of. And in comes this company, changes his entire life, and now he's ready to change mine, guys. So when I first started in the business, man, when I first got involved, man, I'm just like you guys. All right, we can all agree that we all have a ton of motivation and ambition, but the way that things went is I had all this motivation and ambition to be great and do something different, but no platform to dream off of. You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to make it to the NBA and you don't even have a basketball to dribble. How are you supposed to make that happen, right? So I had all this energy and all this stored motivation and ambition, but nothing to make it work with until Vemma came, and it showed me, man, if you've got motivation and ambition in this business, you can actually use it as a vehicle to get the results that you want, man. So it was very exciting when I first got involved. I was super stoked, man, and I immediately went to all my friends and said, listen, guys, this is it. We can make this work. Let's plug into the system that's already been created by all these leaders, had already made all this kind of money, and we can do the same thing. These people are going to help us make this happen for ourselves, guys. So real quick, I'm going to get you guys interested or informed about what the business is all about, a little bit about Vemma itself. So Vemma is a health and wellness company that started back in 2004 in Scottsdale, Arizona. And Vemma's original product is something called Vemma Juice, spelled V-E-M-M-A, an acronym that simply is for vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe. Okay, so this 2-ounce liquid multivitamin supplement, Vemma started off marketing to an older generation of people, our parents and our grandparents and people like that, because young kids, be honest, are not interested in that type of product, right? So that's where Vemma stuck its main focus in the first 7 years of existence in that multivitamin supplement, right? And they did well. $76 million of products sold in the year 2011, and Vemma was doing very well. The product Vemma is actually the #1 overall health supplement on the market, rated by Men's Health Journal and Fitness Magazine, so they gained a ton of credibility. But, our CEO wanted to change things up in 2011. He thought of something different. He looked at this energy drink business, this $12.5 billion industry where 80% of the products being bought are actually fall in our age demographic, right? So he looked at this energy drink business and realized, dude, there's a small niche. There's no such thing as a healthy energy drink out there, right? And if you can provide that niche, if you can be the person that fills that niche, you can probably make a lot of money, right? So that's what our CEO thought. And in 2008, we released a new product called Verve. I got one right here. All right. Verve is a healthy energy drink, right? Verve is simply, you take a Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar, 5-Hour Energy, Amp, Starbucks, whatever. You take out the synthetic ingredients and the artificial sugars, flavorings, and caffeines, and you put in this 2-ounce liquid multivitamin supplement, okay? It's the world's first healthy energy drink, the most powerful liquid antioxidant inside of a healthy energy. And right, obviously a product like that targets young people like us, right? Like I said, 80% of the products being sold in the energy drink business were consumed by us people, by us young people. So with that, when the new product came out, it started this revolution, this culture as to what was called the YPR. And simply YPR stands for Young People Revolution. And the reason why this YPR started and why it's been growing so much and, kids have been seeing ridiculous success is because of the reasons as to why it started. The first reason was because simply kids were drinking unhealthy energy drinks, right? Kids were just simply not healthy. They weren't getting what their body needed in their daily intake, and we needed a simple switch, right? So it was easy for kids to stop drinking these unhealthy energy drinks and switch to Vimo, which was going to provide them with all these vitamins and minerals inside of their body, but they were still going to get the energy that they were looking for, right? So that was the first reason why this company targeted the young demographic to do business with. The second reason why is simply because being in college these days, it's very, very rough. The opportunity cost of college is not what it used to be these days. You come in at zero, okay, you leave, $50,000 worth of loans, and you don't even have a guarantee to a job anymore. So the way that it looked was very, very scary. We all know student loans, $1 trillion, the biggest debt in America, and the flip of a coin chance for all of us to graduate and get a job. So basically, all of us were doing the same thing, and we were getting these same results. So what Vimo wanted to do is they wanted to break that cycle. They wanted to get these kids out of that employee mindset of learning from professors and teachers that made 5-figure incomes and take kind of the unique standpoint in being an entrepreneur, building your own business and setting your own income, dreaming for yourself rather than dreaming off somebody else's platform. So when that YPR culture started, man, it started with young people, guys like Brad Alcazan, Alex Morton, and guys like Luke Hessler, it absolutely took off. And the reasons why that this business took off, obviously first is because of our products. This Verve energy drink, man, is the best thing on the market. The official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns, Phoenix Coyotes. It's sponsored by Dr. Oz, Michael Jordan, and NASCAR as well with Mike Wallace. So it has a ton of credibility. But obviously, it's a good drink, and people know what it is. It's well supported. But the reason why this really took off is because what we did with it, what the young people did to this business and kind of revolutionized it ourselves. We made it our own, and we stuck with it and ran with it. So basically, what this company does is not traditional advertisement. What everybody's used to with new products and new product launches and new campaigns is commercials, radio ads, TV ads, and billboards, right? But the thing is that with young people, we are very, very desensitized by that form of advertisement. Everybody knows that we don't watch commercials. And even if we do, we don't take the advice of commercials. We don't buy things based off what we see on TV, right? That's why we have TiVo, Netflix, and DVR, right? What we do as young kids is our eyes are on the internet, right? Forms of social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and things like that. But all these companies didn't, realize that they were marketing in places where young kids simply were not looking. All right, 30-second YouTubes on advertisement cost $1 million, but everybody clicks skip ad in the first 5 seconds. So all these companies were advertising, and it was very, very ineffective. So what our company realized, and what all of network marketing realized, this $167 billion industry, is that word-of-mouth advertising is the way to go, and there's absolutely no better time for that revolution in this day and age, the technological age with these young people. And here's how it went, guys. Everybody understands and knows what Facebook is. Everybody's got a Facebook, but at one point, everybody had a MySpace, okay? I had MySpace back in 8th grade. It was a cool thing to do, right? Top 10 friends, profile, song, the background, the works, everything, all right? So I was in 8th grade. My sister, who was older than me, comes home from high school one day, and she said, hey, Trev, you should check this out. It's Facebook. All the high school and college kids are using it, and if you want to be cool, you should start using it. So I looked at Facebook. It was a blue banner with a white background, and I told my sister, where's the top friends? Where's the profile song? It didn't exist. I didn't want it. It wasn't cool to me. I didn't see the long term of Facebook. I didn't see how big Facebook was going to be. So I told her no, right? And then what happens? Next year, I go to high school, meet all these cool new kids, and they told me, hey, Trev, if you want to chill later, you want to hang out, why don't you add me on Facebook, and we can talk and figure out a time to chill. Now, I had to tell these kids, I was like, guys, I still use MySpace. I don't really have Facebook yet. And these kids were like, what are you talking about? Like, everybody at this school uses Facebook. Everybody that's cool uses Facebook. MySpace is a thing in the past. MySpace is stupid, dude. Facebook is way sweeter. And I believed them. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I did? I ditched my MySpace and I picked up Facebook, right? And what did I do? I told all my friends, hey, yo, apparently kids at this school aren't using Facebook or MySpace anymore. Apparently everybody's using Facebook. So we need to start using Facebook because I'm not trying to be not cool in front of these kids, right? So I told all my friends about it, right? And all my friends started using Facebook. And now everybody knows that there's over 1 billion people in the world using Facebook, right? We've all seen the movie The Social Network, and we know how it works. Zuckerberg, one kid, one dream, right? Gets in a dorm room with 5 kids, and they create the concept of Facebook. And what they did with that is they sent a spam email to 500 kids at Harvard, and what did those kids do, man? If they checked out Facebook and they liked it and they used it, what did they do? The most natural thing in the world. They told their friends about it. So those 500 kids at Harvard that started using Facebook and liked it, they started telling all their friends about it at Stanford, at UCLA, at USC, and all around the world. And now there's 1 billion people in the world that are using this form of social media, right? How many times have you guys seen a commercial about Facebook or Instagram or Twitter? None, dude. That's not what they do. What those companies did is they made the best and the brightest forms of social media on the planet. They gave it to the public and they said, hey, if you enjoy what we stand for, if you enjoy what you're doing on this social media platform, what you should do is tell somebody about it, right? And by telling somebody about it, and they're going to use it, they're going to trust your opinion, they're going to share the same idea and opinion as you, and they're going to use the same thing. And that's how they became global, through word of mouth advertisement. And that's exactly what we do as being a part of this business, right? You guys don't think you're selling, we're not selling anything in this business. I'm not here to flip cans on you, right? I'm here to give you the change that you're looking for in your life. And if you're not looking for it, by all means, go back to your job. That's fine. But we're looking for the people that want change, all right? You guys don't think that you're selling. You guys are, selling all the time. I'm wearing a Coke hat. I'm wearing a Nike shirt, right? And selling is not actually, a transfer of dollars. It's a transfer of emotion. You're just sharing something that you're passionate about. I enjoy Nike, right? I enjoy Coke, and I'm wearing it proudly. And people that see me wearing that, all right, they might ask me, hey, Trev, where'd you get your Nike hoodie? Oh, dude, I got it from NikeID.com. They can go there, cop the same hoodie, all right? Phil Knight's not going to pay him a dime for that, right? So basically, we're switching up the focus. You know what I'm saying? We're just switching up the topic of conversation. Instead of going out and jamming this down our friend's throat, we're just going to implement it into our life. We're going to implement these products. We're going to implement this opportunity in our life. And hey, if the people around us see what we see and they're attracted to what we've got going on, they're going to join us, man. And that's exactly what we've been doing from day one. And the reason why it's working is because what we believe and what we stand for is probably what most kids in America believe and stand for. They just don't even know it yet. Okay, so basically the way that things work, guys, is with our company, there's 2 things, right? There's affiliates and there's customers, okay? So people like me and most of the people in this room, they're affiliates, meaning that they work for this company. They're getting paid to establish a network of people who are consuming these products, right? It's the power of a network. We'll get into that in a second. So basically, if you are an affiliate with this company, meaning that you work with this business, the point of your business is to create a long-lasting residual income, meaning create a customer and affiliate base of people that are either making money or really, really, really enjoy these products, right? So what we do as being affiliates, when you get involved and you buy a product from the company, you get your own form, you get your own website, right? It's your first name and your last name.vima.com. Now, what you do, here's how you implement it into your life. Because what I did is I went to Speedway every morning before class. I grabbed a cup of coffee and I went to class with it, right? So instead of taking that cup of coffee to class, I actually started taking Verve to class instead, all right? I wasn't spending $3 on a coffee anymore. I was just bringing the product that I already bought. And guess what? I had 4 in my backpack. So I went to stats class, I went to all these other classes. I had one on my desk. And it didn't matter if it was empty. It just needed to be on my desk for people to see. And I had a bunch of business cards in my pocket, right? Somebody saw that and they're like, oh, you're the Verve guy, or you're doing Verve, or hey, what is that? I've never seen that before, right? I'd sit there and I had enough knowledge about the product and about this opportunity that I could tell them about it, right? If they were interested, great, all right, here, go to my website. If they were drinking coffee and I could have them make the simple switch into drinking my healthy energy drinks, they understood it, they got it, right? And here's what they did. They went to my website, okay? On my website it says 2 things: shop now or start your business here. So the people that I came across that really enjoyed these products, that understood how healthy they were for me, or for them, they went to my website and they clicked shop now, okay? And here's how it's like Amazon.com. This is the simplicity of our business. What they did once they clicked shop now is it redirected from my website to Vima.com. Okay, those people shopped through the product catalog, looked at what they wanted, checked it, added to their cart, check out with their credit card, and it ships to their house in the next 3 to 5 business days. I didn't touch any product. I didn't sell them any product. I just opened them up to the idea and let them do the work for them, right? You know what I'm saying? So other people that I was across, coming across, my good friends and things like that, people that I knew that do well in the business, I was inviting them to meetings, I was inviting them to events, and I was sitting down with them one-on-one and helping them understand the longevity of this business. If they saw what I saw and they wanted to be a part of this, you know what? They did the exact same thing. They went to my business or my website, clicked Start Your Business Here, and it redirected them from my website to Vemma.com. Man, they just bought product. It shipped to their house in 3 to 5 business days, and now me and that person have a long-lasting business relationship that we can, make as much money as we want with, right? So the whole point of business was networking, and let me help you understand these numbers real quick. I got 3 people in my 1 year of being a part of this business. 3 people, 2 of my best friends, and 1 kid that I met along the way. All right, and those 3 people repeating the process of getting 3 more, of helping their mom realize that this is a good energy drink, or helping their grandma take some of the Vemma juice, or helping their friend get another part-time job, repeating that process, it turned into over 150 people in the last year, right? So it wasn't really about who I knew, right? It was about who I knew, but who they knew, and who they knew, and who they know. And that's the power of networking. Because like I said, I have over 150 people in my business, and I'll be honest with you, I probably knew 20 of them before I started Vemma. So now I've got all these people inside my business that depend on me, and I depend on them, and we go to events together, we do trainings, we do endless phone calls, and I've made relationships with every single one of those people. I now have 130 new friends because of this business, man. And it's so simple, guys. The thing that I want everybody to understand is that when we first started, okay, when I first saw Luke Kessler making 10 grand a month, and he had exactly what I wanted at that age, at 20 years old, and I was 20, and he had 10 grand a month, and I had $30 in my bank account, right? He had exactly what I wanted. And the beauty of the business was that I saw him and his story and how he came from nothing, created all of this, and also made it work for so many people. Because when he first started, man, and when I first started, our system wasn't even that good, right? When I first started, it was just like, this kid's making 10 grand a month. We should just do what he does, right? It was just like, we didn't have any documents to check out. We had a couple websites, but it was just like, do what Luke does. Do what Luke says. And now things are completely different. And now is the absolute best time to get involved in this opportunity because we have 2 things, the Vemma Bible and the Vemma Workbook, man. These are 80 pages worth of absolute gold written by kids that make 6 figures in this business, that know what the hell know what the hell they're doing and know what's going on. And hey, man, you can just read that and make it work. The system is simple now. There's people that made this work, man. You can't contest this. This isn't theory anymore. People have made this work. And those people that made it work, and they made a document, 80-page long document, to show you how to make it work, right? If you're willing to read that and implement that into your life, you can make it work too. The only difference between me and you guys is I've been doing that for a year, and you haven't started yet, okay? It's crazy to think about, guys. That opportunity is absolutely unbelievable. The growth of that our company is experiencing of late is unreal. Okay, so like I told you, in 2011, they made $76 million marketing just that Vemma supplement. Okay, Verve comes into the market, man. We tap into these young people demographic. Next year, $76 million to $117 million. The year after that, from 2012 to 2013, when this really caught on. All right, when people were catching on with the kids that were, getting cars, making 6-figure incomes, traveling all across the world, speaking at big events, on big stages in front of thousands of people, and people realized that this was happening and they wanted to be a part of it, we went from $117 million to $221 million in 1 year. Over $100 million increase in our business. Why? Because it works, dude. People are getting into this business, getting implemented into our system, being a part of the culture, and realizing that this is the better way. Because this is people helping people. The whole point of the business is for you to get involved and become the next success story. If we can get you involved, and we can get you to bronze, okay, so meaning you're going to pay $150 a month to be a part of this company. If you can get enough people to get enough people, you can hit the rank of bronze. And now you're breaking even in a global business model that's marketed like Facebook. And with that warrants a story. Okay, it wants your story that you can leverage in front of your friends. Say, hey, would you like to get some of this product for free as well? And the more people that you can help drink this product for free or break even or make money in this business, the more you can do for yourself. So the whole point of the business model was to get people in, get them accustomed with the culture, set them up with the right system, a Vemma Bible and the Vemma Workbook, and be the leader for them. Show them how it's going to work. Do the calls. Show up to the events. Help them become a part of the culture and become a part of your team's family, right? It is unbelievable, guys, what you learn in this business. I spent about $2,000 over the last year buying these products, okay? Sometimes it was free, sometimes it was not. I spent about $2,000 buying these products, okay? And in the last year, the $2,000 that I spent being a part of this opportunity, I learned more and made more money than the $42,000 that I spent over the last 3 years of being in college. And I'm not knocking college at all, okay? I'm not knocking college at all. But the $2,000 that I spent in the last year of being a part of this opportunity has led me to being paid residually for the rest of my life, being a part of the culture and changing my entire outlook on life, on business, all right? And the $42,000 that I spent on the last 3 years in college, I was learning from people that didn't know what that was, right? And it's crazy what you can learn from people that have already done something before, but that's what we have to offer, guys. This company's short-term goal is to get to $1 billion by the end of 2015. At that point, this company is going to pay out $500 million to a bunch of kids like us. But it doesn't stop there, okay? The long-term goal of this business is to get to $10, $20, $30 billion, okay? When this company hits $20 billion, they're going to pay out $10 billion to a bunch of kids just like us. And you know what's going to happen then? We're going to take over the world. We're going to use that to fuel things like rebuilding the city of Detroit, like building, homes in different countries and creating, different foundations and things like that. And that's what's going to happen with this movement. It's not about what we're doing today. It's about what's going to happen to our future because of what we're doing today, right? So we're changing our mindset, we're raising our belief level, and we're sticking to the system, guys. This is working. If you want to be a part of this, if you want that change, come run with us. If not, dude, whatever. All right, go back to your normal job. But if comes a day, maybe a week, a month later, in your life, that you realize that what you're doing isn't gonna get you what you want, you should probably come join us, man. Because what we're